Battling for Ohio votes, today Republican Donald Trump brought his campaign back here to the Buckeye State. And this time, he and his running mate, Mike Pence, were in Youngstown. NBC4's Ted Hart is there live tonight for us. Ted, Trump was expected to talk about foreign policy today. What do you have to say?
Well, you know, Ellie, over the past week, Donald Trump struggled again to stay on message. He strayed again into a few controversial remarks, but not today. Here in his speech at Youngstown State University, he stuck with his teleprompter and called for changes in American foreign policy.
We cannot let this evil continue.
It was a message well received by the 350 invited guests, who several times broke out into chants of support. Cheryl Horvath says her whole family has served in the Air Force.
I have a strong belief for our country, pride, and, keeping our country safe and foremost.
Trump said as president, any other country that will join the fight against radical Islamic terrorism will be considered an ally of the United States.
We cannot always choose our friends, but we can never fail to recognize our enemies.
Trump also amped up his Get Tough immigration proposal, calling for a new screening test for potential immigrants.
I call it extreme vetting. I call it extreme vetting.
Ahead of Trump's speech, former New York Mayor Rudy Giuliani warmed up the crowd with a string of attacks on Democratic nominee Hillary Clinton.
She's running on her experience. If I were her, I'd run away from my experience.
And this is Trump-friendly territory here in the Mahoning Valley. While Donald Trump did lose to John Kasich in the Ohio primary, he won here in the Mahoning Valley and won here stronger than in any other part of the state, and he hopes to build on that heading into the general election. Live in Youngstown, Ted Hart, NBC4.